Hi everybody, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to Fish Keep in Jamaica. Riley here. Today I'll be looking at several issues that have been raised by my friend DPK Aquatics, and I'll be trying to do this live chat uh, roughly within 30 minutes. So the last time we spoke regards to uh, having what you call feeder fish, I share with you the fact that feeder fish, it can have both advantage, disadvantage, and ethical issues, right? Now, the last one, if you missed the last one, you can go and check it back. And for this one is a continuation. What I'm trying to do is just explain certain things. Now, DBK asked a question. If fish from the wild are they more prone to parasites and disease than, let's say, fish in your aquarium? Okay, so let's look at that. My response for that, right, is that wild fish do have a better immune system. If you have a point to share regards to this, you can let me know, right? uh Wild fish have a more open space to actually swim. They are not restricted to a particular area, because wild fish are not restricted to a particular area, unlike aquariums where the fish are actually restricted to a volume of water, a specific volume of water at a specific location. They don't move, they are there, right? So therefore, if the water becomes too polluted, the fish doesn't have any choice other than to just sit there and just either wait on you to change water or to filter the water or just wait to die. Okay, they are not, wild fish are not confined to a specific space. They find it more easier to travel from one water body to the next water body, right? As I said before, aquariums constrict the movement of fish, right? The movement of fish from one space to the next is not really there. And some of the time when you see your fish is actually jumping, the fish never normally jump, and the fish is just jumping, jumping, jumping. This is as a result of water quality, parasites, or disease that exists in the water. And it can be, yes, it can be temperature, of course. All right. So we talk about the whole idea why some fish do get sick and some fish are observed in the wild not really getting sick. As I shared with you before, this fish that actually gets sick is in a restricted space. Now, because that fish is in a restricted space, what happens is that the parasites and the disease are there in their poop, in excessive feeding, filtration not good, water quality poor, temperature variation is stagnant. So therefore, the fish is more open to what I call parasites or disease. All right. Okay, I can see that there's not much persons in the live stream. I'm gonna still present my live stream. Probably you can watch it later. Let's continue. Right. The next question, which was asked by DPK, was flake foods and I put in pellets dangerous for some fish species? And the answer is simple: yes. I practice to culture some of my own fish food. And as you would see in some of my videos, I actually use uh, vegetables, and in some cases, rare cases, I might use mosquito larvae And for some persons, you might purchase brine shrimp, live brine shrimp or frozen brine shrimp. Depends on which you do prefer. I personally have Daphne within my pond system. So therefore, I practice now feeding my fish like every other day. So the fish would actually feast on insects within the pond, dropping in the pond, or the algae that is around the pond. Right? So coming back to the question whether or not the fish flakes and pellets might be bad for your fish health. Yes, they might be bad for your fish health. And you might ask why. Bearing in mind that a lot of these fish food that is now on the market, flakes and pellets, have the ingredients of old dead fish that have come from fish farms. Remember, you are working, or should I say, you have an establishment. Let's say that you have your own fish farm, and on that fish farm, you have a processing plant for food. Fish farms' ultimate goal is to make money, right? That is large fish farm ultimate goal is to make money. No waste here. Let me take you out of this paradigm of fish keeping to something else. I come from Jamaica. I am in Jamaica. Well, not really no, but I am a Jamaican, right? And from as early as 1665, call it 1666, Jamaica have been practicing what you call plantation. What going, brother? Yes, brother. Up and live. So Jamaica have been practicing Jamaican adventures. Yellow, big up, brother. Check out the brother channel. Uh, is new to YouTube, but he's up and coming. And with time, you know, it may be. Alright, cool. Now, Jamaica, as I said before, have been cultured in plantation cultivation. They produce sugarcane. Before sugarcane, they usually use honey and wet sugar. And you wonder how this come into fish keeping. Just bear me a little bit. Let me show you something now. So, Babs, you plant the sugarcane crops, right? You plant the ratoons. When you plant the ratoons, your the cane come to fruition after 3 months. You reap it. Out of that reap cane, right? You get cane juice. You get sugar cane. You get molasses. You get rum. But it doesn't stop there. Here what you get again. You get bagasse board, right? You know what is bagasse board? Right? Like when you go to the the furniture store, right? And you see some superboard make up some furniture, some entertainment stand. And when you look at it, you see some little look underneath the bottom of the furniture, you see some little stripe thingy, like it looks just like plants or trash, right? All that is like bagasse, processed, right? So that comes from sugarcane. So there is no waste there from the sugarcane cultivation. The person who owns sugarcane, if he have the facility to process all that molasses, rum, sugar, and I'm not talking about brown sugar now, I'm talking about white sugar, brown sugar, right? And icing sugar, right? And also molasses, white rum, right? These are just some of the ingredients that you get from sugarcane. Coming back to the fish farming now. All right. So you check the levels, you have a fish farm. You want maximum profit. And because you want maximum profit, you have acres of land full of fish that you actually sell to the public as ornamental fish. All right, cool. At times, you're going to have fish that doesn't make the standard of, let's say, the market. Because the market demands a certain color, my friend Polyfit Breed from his channel, Polyfit Breed, right? He is trying to develop a new strain of guppies, right? Not all guppies that actually born he will like. Unlike prolific breed who probably might keep them but separate them and create different breed. Other breeders will not keep them. So if they don't have the red spot or this spot or this shape, they just put them into different containers. And wow, that's cool. That's cool, Jamaica Adventures. I hope you don't put the crayfish in it, because the crayfish is gonna eat the fries. Alright, that is a shrimp, the thing that you got the other day. Alright, cool. Now I don't know if prolific breed does it, but a lot of breeders, what they would do, they would take out the guppies that doesn't meet their standard, doesn't have their colors, right? And they would dispose of it. They would probably take it as a feeder fish, or they would process it further. Sorry, process it further as fish food, dried fish food. So these fish will be packed somewhere, and then they will be dried, and they will be processed, and color added and all that. And you end up you get the fish food. Yeah, right? Who to tell whether or not these fish have disease that what you call it now that can be dormant until water actually gets it, right? So it's a very, very complicated issue with regards to flakes and pellets, right? If you can make your own food, fish food, go ahead. All right. So my answer is yes, some fish food will make some fish sick. Some fish food are made from cuttings of fish caught and cut into pieces for a specific purpose, right? As mentioned by DPK Aquatics in previous live stream, many ingredients for pellets and flakes consist of whole, cooked, and sick fish from overcrowded fish ponds and aquariums. Alright, cool. I won't be long today because I realize that I don't have much persons watching, but I'm trying my best to kind of have this live stream thing going. I don't understand it fully yet, so I'm going on still. Alright. The next question that was asked based off the last video is, are some feeder fish poisonous? And the answer to that, hey, what one Paco lazy guy? Wow, that's cool. What one protein? Nice to see you. Alright. Some fish are actually poisonous to aquatic creatures. For example, if you have turtles, turtles eat fish, right? And you feed your turtles small. By the way, that turtles doesn't consume large fish, um, like that. They tear them apart and then they. Anyway, all right, cool. What happened is that goldfish and minnows is high in sulfur. I think I have that right. Right? It's high in sulfur, and they might be poisonous to your fish as they have a chemical called THIA uh THIAMIASE, right? Which destroy the nutrients, thiamine, which is what you call vitamin B, right? So therefore, if you give your goldfish, if you give your turtles goldfish as a feeder fish, it's actually slowly killing your fish, because your fish will eventually become deficient in vitamin B. Also, goldfish is high in sulfur, and that can be dangerous for your fish also. Another thing is that goldfish is fatty, and as I said, shared with you in previous discussion, when the fish is fatty and is consumed by another fish, it creates a clog which actually damages the fish system, right? So the fish become unhealthy. All right. Continuing the discussion with regards to feeder fish, right? Yes, Paco lazy guy. Cool. Right. somebody mentioned in the last video that they opt not to feed their fish. They opt not to feed their fish, feed a fish. Instead, they prefer to feed their fish bugs and I think what bugs and snails, right? However, there's a danger to that. You see, many of these bugs and snails come from an environment where each persons actually spray these bugs with pesticides. Now, some of these bugs are immune to the pesticide. However, they still have the pesticide on them. And when they are caught and they are fed to your fish now consume the bugs, both the bug and the pesticide, making now this a little bit poisonous. Yeah, man. Cool protein. Alright, so as a result of that, okay, cool. Copy streaming now. Alright, as I say, I'm just trying. I don't know how this 100% work. Alright, but I don't think I'm going to be passing 20 minutes today. I won't be long. Alright, so crustaceans, which includes snails and shrimps and crabs, right? Um, while they might be good in nutritional intake for your fish, they can pose a problem, right? All right. Next point. Some types of worms, because some persons don't use feeder fish, but they use worms. Now, some worm actually creates constipation within your fish. So your fish seems as if it's struggling to defecate. Yes, right? Other worms can also result in your fish becoming sick. So you have to be very careful when you feed your fish live food or even frozen food because some fish are definitely I know somebody who's allergic to nuts. Does the smell of nuts? Her bum start to come up on her hand, right? If she do put the nut in her mouth, we give it about a minute or less, her throat actually starts to swell. She's allergic to nuts that bad, right? So you have to be mindful that while I do not know whether or not fish can be allergic to anything, but what one thing I do know is that as a result of the fish consuming some type of food, they will actually get sick, right? In ending my stream, I must say that I appreciate everybody for their contribution, whether it is one or two or three views. Uh, the fact that I am over 1,000 subscribers, I appreciate it very much. And thank you very much for joining my stream. I look forward to other streams as I delve more in issues which relates to fish keeping. Bear in mind, right, that fish in the wild do consume other living organisms. So with regards to you thinking that your fish is a vegetarian, there is no such thing as a vegetarian type of fish. And I can be stand to be corrected, but as far as my research goes, right, there is no such thing as a vegetarian type of fish. A fish will eat anything that move that can go in its mouth. So therefore, even the pleco, what you call algae eater, right? Sometimes it be like sucking on the slime of small fish and the fish goes down its throat. It's not gonna spit it out and say, oops, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat this thing, and walk away. It's gonna go on to another fish and try the same thing. That's the reason why you do not put plecos and catfish in ponds or aquarium where they are flat fish, because what they will do is just suck onto the side of the flatfish. You don't understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't put my 14, 15-inch pleco in my pond with my goldfish and my koi, because they will create havoc for my goldfish and my koi, right? Whilst my goldfish and my koi might be very big, can't go down the throat, but what will happen is that my pleco will suck the slime off these fish, resulting in my fish becoming more prone to illnesses. And then eventually, when my fish do die, that's the koi and the goldfish, the pleco will actually go and nibble on the dead carcass of the fish along with the snails, right? So, and if they are crayfish or shrimp or crab within the aquarium or pond, they too will have a feast. However, because the fish so big, because the koi is so big, the amount of ammonia that that body of dead fish will actually emanate, give off, because it is dead in the pond, chances are the rest of fish that exist within the pond or aquarium might just die before they end up enjoying that meal. This is Riley here for Fish Keep in Jamaica. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate. You have a wonderful day. Catch me next week for my next night live stream. I hope that you garner much interest in this video. Bye bye for now. Peace. Bye.